All right, let's finish up my thoughts. So I was informed that, hey, Charles, all next week or whatever, you're going to be closing with George now. And my schedule says 10, but I think they're wanting me to just ignore 10 and stay till 12. Only thing I can say about that is I'm grateful for the timing of it all, because I could sit there and I could smoke Rillo after Rillo after Rillo. All that does is just diminish my health and diminish the energy that I have. That was another thing she ended up, saying after the write-ups was I'm not allowed to take smoke breaks. I'm not allowed to eat, do any of that up there, which you're not talking to me when you say that. If I want to smoke, I'll just smoke when you're not around. But if I want to eat, I don't care if you're standing on top of my shoulders. I'm going to eat, because that is in direct correlation to my attitude. So around 8, I'm eating chicken and rice now before I go to work. I guarantee you I will be hungry about 6 o'clock. About 6 o'clock, I will be starving. Not starving, but starting to feel my attitude dip, just based off of me being hungry. The more you exercise and stuff like that, the more you need to feed. Your body wants to be fed. So I try to feed it good food. Normally when I'm at work, I normally have to indulge in unhealthy ass processed pizza, but it does give me a boost of energy that I need to get me through my shift. And so now again, I may be staying. It's just going to be more money, which is good for me, because if anybody ever asks me, Charles, do you want to stay late? No, I don't. Do you want to clock in early? No, I don't. I want to go there for the time that I'm supposed to be there and get the fuck out, because I'm not that guy that has a good enough attitude to be in the same place for 7, 8, 9, 10 hours. Hell no. Hell to the no. So that's what's new, is that George has become a corporate stooge. And the only thing that gives me hope that I'm not going to eventually get into it with him is what I've been saying this probably 2 weeks now, which is I am going to get my GED. I am going to apply for a grant, and I'm going to be paid to go to school. This type of work is beneath me, and I feel like it's only going to get worse the longer that I stay here. So what's best is that I try to go off into something like sports medicine, anything that has to deal with people one-on-one, maybe. No more food service, no more customer representative like a Dollar General cashier type of, none of that. None of that. I would rather leave this type of work to the people that can handle this shit. I can't do it. People are stupid. People are ungrateful and entitled. And if all I have to do is interact with you to scan my product and pay for it and get the hell out of my face, then that's all I want. Because I don't want to have to deal with you no longer than 5 minutes. People say, why don't you be a cook and all that? Hell no. Hell no. So that's really what I was trying to explain to that dumb motherfucker Caesar. That's the plan. I ain't worried about it. George, you can continue to do what you do. You can continue to do what you do and keep getting on my damn nerves all you want, bro. It's fine with me, because I'm getting out. I don't want to be there no more. I don't want to be there anymore. They could have it. I know old boy said Africa gonna be gone for like a month, but I don't care. I'm working on getting out of there. If you guys want to help with that, my Cash App is Charles Edwards III. The help would be for paying for the practice test. I could pay for it all myself, but if you guys want to help me save a buck, Yeah, $ Charles Edwards III, Roman numeral 3, not the third. It's Roman numeral 3. But my next check, I don't think any of my bills are due, so I'm going to pay for those tests, and I'm going to have that confidence to know I'm ready to get out of here. Anything you say, anything you do that's going to piss me off, I'm out. I'm out. I'm not gonna cause no uproar. I'm not gonna bitch and complain. I'm just out. Period. Because I've said that every job I've ever had, bro. I'm not the dude that's finna come up to work saying, I ain't gonna deal with this today. Not today. No, not today, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month. I mean that shit. Yo. I don't smoke them no more, bro. Yeah. Thank you. I got the best rest of my life, bro. I kept tired of going to work and like toward the end of my shift. I told you I got written up. Yeah. It's because of my attitude. Like that tobacco just leaves me drained after smoking the weed. It just left me drained. Yeah. So it was like, bro, you either cut this out and have that energy, or keep doing it, coming into work like, why do I feel like this? Finna eat some chicken and rice and go to work. But I'm always grateful, bro. I'll see you later. All right now. See you later. Told y'all that the wall man, I fucked up and I stole, so they can't have me back. So that's pretty much how we always kind of connect.
Wait, what's up?
Brother.
All right.
So that's how you deal with problems. You don't bitch about it. You don't complain about it. You don't sit there and say, oh man, I don't want to work there no more, man. Or I'm not going to sit there and ruin George, this young nigga. I don't want to ruin your experience, because I will. I have no problem saying, if you don't get your little scary ass away from me, little boy. But I want you to have a good first-time manager experience. So I need to get the fuck out of there. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Y'all can have this place. Hopefully this is my last stop with dealing with this kind of bullshit. Don't forget to use y'all scales. Y'all, do you know how much cheese they make us put on y'all's pizzas? Huh? Let's talk about that for a second. Y'all know they're instructing us to make some of the most piss poor looking pizza. You know, it's this skimping of cheese. Like, they literally want one piece of cheese per like little square foot, square inch, square centimeter, whatever. They don't want they that's really what they want. They want cheese like side by side. They don't want cheese stacked. You know. Now, I've also have asked, when I used to have the other manager, I used to say, hey man, is this enough cheese for a cheese pizza? Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. Because I had one of the Cordelia, you know, her trying to tell me, it's too much. That's too much. That's too much. I was like, no, it's not. You're ordering fucking cheese pizza. So you put the standard amount of cheese on there, and then you go a little extra. So then I turned and looked at my nigga Ed, and I was like, Ed, is this too much cheese for a cheese? He's like, nah, bro, that's perfect. Shut the fuck up. She did the same thing yesterday. Y'all need to watch y'all's toppings. Y'all need to watch. I'm telling you, woman. See, again, I want out of this shit. It's almost like being a plumber or being something that somebody come to your house and fix something, and they, oh, well, you know, the book says I'm supposed to leave 2 little holes right here in the bottom of the, this little small leak. I don't know nothing about plumbing. I'm just saying. But, I'm going to just leave this little drop of water right here. It ain't going to do anything, They tell us about a book that, we're supposed to leave this little puddle right here, this. And as a dude, as a human being, as a man, like, man, that puddle is going to create a problem down the road. And then these people are going to blame me for it or blame my company for it. It's the same thing with this food industry. They would much rather do it by the book and you be unsatisfied than you to be satisfied and they went above, they did a little bit more. I'm not saying everybody's getting extra food on everything, but when you're sitting there saying 20 pepperonis go on a pizza, do you know what 20 pepperonis on a large pizza looks like? Huh? There are going to be spots where you're not eating pepperoni. You're just eating cheese. I had a guy come in one time and was like, dude, there's no fucking cheese on this thing. And I looked and I seen way too much red sauce, not enough cheese. And I looked and was just like, well, sorry, bro. This is what they want us to do. They want us to, the food's already fucking expensive. Now they want us to clip your nuts and give you half of what you're paying for. And you got Caesar, man. Don't let them people do that you lose your job. If they say put that on there, then that's the amount you put. I don't want to work somewhere like that. If I'm looking at something and I know, man, I paid extra for extra sausage, extra cheese, and this is what y'all call extra, I don't want this shit. I want my money back. But see, I'm the bad guy for thinking and looking at things like that. I'm the one that looked at as the oddball. Something wrong with me. Because y'all want to say, man, y'all know how much cheese we lost last week? 30 pounds of cheese. You're a fucking lie. You're a fucking lie. I don't know where you worked or what they showed you on the corporate video of only like the perfect amount of cheese being wasted, but man, get out of here with that, bro. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. Like I say, you can tell she gets agitated because I'm not making a big deal out of it. This isn't like a car dealership where they say, hey man, you fucked up and put the wrong damn tires on the car. That car's gonna flip over. Nope. It's nothing that serious. Nothing that serious. Hey man, if you don't stack them pallets right, they gonna all fall down and kill somebody. Nope, nothing that serious. Hey man, if you don't stack that trailer right, they gonna have to take off the whole trailer and redo it again. No, nothing that serious. No, not that serious. But like I said, man, people that have had really no challenges in their life, they've kind of accidentally fell into some shit, and that job now becomes what they think is real life. Yeah, they're gonna overdo shit. They're gonna overdo things. Just like this lady keep telling me, I lost my mom during COVID. I lost my mom and my sister during COVID. First of all, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn if you lost your mom and daddy in a damn gang shootout. I don't feel, woman. You talking to a nigga that don't feel. I don't feel nothing. I don't give a fuck about what you going through. I don't give a fuck about your mama. I don't give a fuck about your sick ass baby. I don't give a fuck about none of that. So you keep throwing this shit about my brother in my face and my attitude. That has nothing to do with why I don't want to be here. You, Miss Lady, are some weak little ass frail motherfucker who constantly getting sad over your mama dying and shit over COVID. I don't give a fuck. My brother dead and gone. Ain't shit I can do about it. The only thing I can do is knock a nigga out if he say something wrong. So other than that, stop trying to act like my brother is, I'm not a weak ass person like you. I'm strong enough that I let that shit go weeks ago. But see, these are the same people that, like I said, they can hire and fire you, they can write you up, they can do all this erroneous ass unfair shit just because they've never really seen anything else in their life that will open their eyes to like, oh shit, Domino's is the most important thing in the galaxy. But see, I told you, they scared, man. Most people, that's how they are. Most people are afraid. They afraid of authority. They afraid of their boss. I've always told people, if you scared of your boss like that, you probably need to find something else to do. But see, who the fuck in their right mind will come to work and tell their boss, hey, I'm not fit for this position. I need to go somewhere else. Why? Well, because you're asking me to do things a certain way, and I don't think this shit is fair. I don't think it's... I just think it's unfair to the customers. Who in their right mind is going to do that? I would, just to see the look on that person's face like, what? You don't want to be a manager? No, I don't. All these company policies and stuff, they're just... A lot of it is selfishness. So, I'm getting ready to eat my chicken and rice. Try to relax before I go to work. And I will talk to you guys a little later on. Let's talk about the wreck. My brother, I told you guys, my brother has always been somewhat of a speed junkie. And we were talking. We were just talking, chit-chatting. And I thought that he was going to do another one of his little near misses. Like, my brother's always been that. Man, my brother at one point said that he would drive under an 18-wheeler if the 18-wheeler was high enough off the ground. Like, he would have tried it. You know, my brother's just wild like that. And we were talking, and all of a sudden, I looked to my right. Yeah, I looked to my right, and I see this car coming, and I thought my brother was just going to do what he's always done. It's kind of like, if you on the road with him, bro, he's not about to play these, like, he's not finna play these games with you. Like, if I'm crossing the street and you're going and you doing this shit here, he gonna just, like, he's not about to wait on you to do all that shit. I do the same thing when it comes to walking. If I'm walking and a car is, like, unsure if they want to let me pass, bro, I'm finna just walk right past you. I'm not finna play with you. I can't stand that little timid ass type of driving, that little scary ass type of driving. I don't like that shit. But when we did it, I'm looking to my right, and all of a sudden I just seen that car coming, and I like, in real time, I looked at the car coming, and I was like, boom! Like, as soon as the car hit the car, I was like, boom! And I was like, oh, damn, bro. And I mean, again, the windows didn't bust or anything. It wasn't that bad, but I never been in a wreck before. So that shit there just rung my bell. It had me all, like, kind of discombobulated for like maybe 30 seconds. And then I started to feel that pain in my shoulder. That pain in my fucking shoulder. It was hurting because it hit the panel. My shoulder hit the panel. And this shoulder was already messed up. You know, as far as just, it would go numb. Like, my shoulder would go numb sometime. So it's a pretty fucked up shoulder. And then on top of that, when that shit happened, I was like, God damn it, this is gonna hurt. So, yeah, man. I was okay. I'm okay. My brother's okay. But what was funny was that I told my brother, could you imagine, bro, if mom and dad got a phone call saying something happened to us? They would be done with life, bro. They would be done with life. Me and my brother, we was laughing and joking about that shit. I said, bro, what if mom and dad got a call saying we out of here? Them niggas, bro, they wouldn't be able to continue. They would literally think something like they did something wrong. So yeah, that was very grateful. We get out the car, and the guy told my brother that he's riding dirty. And my brother, was like, yeah, me too, bro. We both had weed on us. And so this white hippie guy, you know how everybody, see, this is why I don't believe in racism. If you black and you still beating this drum of racist. Bro, now you can say, well, man, that dude probably was a low. Ow! Still getting used to this fucking nose ring. God, that shit hurt. But yeah, the nose ring, I just thought it would look cool. That's all. Y'all know how y'all got these niggas out here. Yeah, I did it because shut up. I pierced my nose because I thought it would look cool. Period. It was supposed to be done twice. I'm trying to get used to it, y'all. I'm trying to get used to wiping my nose with regards of this thing being in my nose. But it was supposed to be done twice. Here and there. But we were pressed for time. And my brother couldn't find his other needle. So we just said, fuck it, we'll do it some other time. But yeah, that was something I did at my brother's house. But if I can remember what I wanted to talk about after that, I will make another video. But I'm getting ready to eat, you guys. Thank y'all for listening to me, and I'm out.